What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you to the next video here in the Life by Design Fast Start Training, and this is the Ps3 system, learning how to peak, share, and honestly, leverage the information to your upline or your sponsor. So the Ps3 system, honestly, guys, you want to master this system. It's one of the best systems out there in the entire industry, and honestly, if you can master this system, your entire life will change. So the peak, share, three-way, we're going to go in depth with the direct approach, the indirect approach, and the super indirect approach. So this is honestly for the peaking. So how are you piquing people's interest, right? With the direct approach, this works if you have a ton of credibility, posture, and conviction. If you go out to people and you ask them what Forex is, and you ask them if they've ever heard of trading before, you're automatically going to create a sense of like a spam or a sense of a seller's type of a guarded person, right? They're going to guard themselves. They're not going to want to listen to what it is that you have to say because you didn't build a relationship with them yet. So I like to use this acronym. This acronym is called FORM. Try to figure out where somebody's from, what their occupation is, what they do in their recreational use, and what motivates them in a very quick period of time. You can do this in like 4 or 5 minutes, right? FORM. Very simple, but you want to build a genuine relationship with somebody because at that point in time, they are obligated to listen. I like to call this thing with FORM, I like to call it the interview effect. If you go out there and start interviewing people, asking them where they're from, what their occupation is, what they do in their recreational use, they're going to start asking you, what is it that you do? They're going to start asking, well, where are you from? What is it that you do? And at that moment in time, once you have people asking you what it is that you do, game over. Now you can go out there and you can share the information to somebody most effectively and not be pushy, but obviously give a suggestion to them. So you're going to want to make sure that you have FORM written down. So FORM. When I go out there and I form somebody and they start asking me what it is that I do, I would say, like, let's say, I'm going to the university right now, full-time, but part-time, I'm actually working with this inner circle mastermind trading group out here in the California area. And then at that point, I lead them right from piquing their interest to the invite. Well, bro, have you ever heard of Forex? Have you ever heard of trading? They're going to be like, well, yeah, I've always heard of it before, but I honestly never knew like how to get involved with it. Well, cool. Great, brother. Honestly, are you free tomorrow at 7:30? He's going to ask, well, yeah, why? Well, honestly, because for the sole fact that we're going to have an online webinar. It's a paid webinar. People have to pay like $50 to $100 to hop on it. But I think I could get you maybe in for free. And it goes over everything in a detail, exactly what Forex and cryptocurrency is. Can you make it? Yes or no? Right? So you pique their interest to lead them to the invitation. Right? So the direct approach is directly going up to somebody and building a relationship and asking them if they've ever heard of Forex once they interviewed you back. Right? That is the direct approach. Now the indirect approach. Now the direct approach, you could also do this online. Let me give you an example. Online, let's say if you're on Instagram or on Facebook, you could text somebody or you could direct message them, hey, you have a great profile. I would definitely love to connect or collaborate. Let's say if you're scrolling through Facebook, you're on the Explore page and you see somebody that has really great content, you can comment on their post. Hey, you have really great content. We should definitely connect or collaborate in the future. And then they're going to start messaging you and asking you what it is that you do. See, this is how this entire thing works. It's super simple. The direct approach is the best approach when you have belief, conviction, and you know what it is that you're talking about. Now let's talk about the indirect approach. So the indirect approach, it's something when you're kind of more or less like nonchalant about presenting the entire opportunity. Let's say you're in person with somebody and they decide to ask you, hey, like, yo, bro, let's go to the mall or let's go to the movies or let's go do something. You're like, well, I could, but honestly, man, I can't. I have to go to a meeting later tonight for trading. And then you pique their interest in that way. Let's say if you're out with your buddies, you're out with your friends, and instead of you like scrolling through Instagram, scroll through a couple charts, leave your charts out. People start asking you questions on exactly what it is that is. You see what I'm saying? Now the indirect approach through social media. Start posting up charts, start posting up progress or successful quotes, maybe even. Start posting up progression. People fall in love with the progression in your story. People love progression over perfection, okay? It's just the truth. So at that point in time, what I would definitely recommend is also start posting up meetings. Start posting up you going to meetings. Start posting up certain things that you're looking for in the market, right? People are gonna start becoming interested and they're gonna start asking you questions. I would definitely recommend on Instagram to upload a poll. Upload a poll saying, hey, have you ever wanted to trade before? Have you ever wanted to make money work for you with a chart? And that poll, people are going to answer yes or no to that poll before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would go out there and slowly start indirectly approaching people about the entire opportunity. Social media grabs people's attention. Upload your or your success stories. You know, people are going to see that and they're going to want to know and learn a little bit more info of exactly what it is that you're talking about, especially in person. In person, it's easy to kind of pique people's interest indirectly. So the last approach is the most powerful approach. This is a super indirect approach. Let's say if I was in person with somebody and I was talking to them, I formed them, and then I would ask them a question. Hey, listen, man, do you know anybody that's super sharp in the area, in the California area, that would like to learn how to trade? I'm actually like looking for super sharp and smart people to like invite to my mastermind. It's the Inner Circle mastermind group. Or you could go out there and say, hey, listen, bro, I actually wanted to ask you a question after I formed this person. Hey, do you know anybody that's like super sharp, super smart in the California area that would like to learn a little bit more about trading? It's a simple question, but it works so powerfully. And I'll tell you this is the reason why. You're disqualifying the person off the rip. Instead of being super direct with him and saying, hey, do you want to trade? You're saying, do you know anybody that is super sharp that would like to learn how to trade? Now he's disqualified. So you kind of took it away from him and now he wants it back. The second thing that you did is you subconsciously altered his mindset. So he started thinking of people that he would like to go out there and learn to trade from. So now he's like, well, let me think. Do I have super sharp friends that would like to learn how to trade? So now he's subconsciously building. This is crazy. This is super, super crazy to really think about. Subconscious mind is wild. But it's immediate because at that point in time, now he's starting to thinking about like people that would like to learn how to market online or would like to make money through trading or would like to just do that thing in general. So I would definitely do that and I would do it over and over and over again and try different techniques. You know, hey, listen, brother, would you like to go out there or hey, listen, brother, do you know anybody that would like to actually learn how to make money online? So that's super sharp that would like to learn how to make money online just because I'm starting this Inner Circle mastermind group. So I was just wondering if you know anybody in the area, etc. So you can do different techniques. Whatever technique for you will work. Try it. Trust me, in the long run, it will help you so much. Repetition is the father of learning, and this is the 3 ways to pique their interest. Once you pique somebody's interest, you want to lead them to the invitation. You invite them to an exposure and to share the information. So there's 3 different ways to share the information, right? The first way is through a video. Now, a video is powerful just because it's very convenient. Instead of people waiting for a webinar, sometimes they'll just get an upfront video or a lifestyle video, and they'll see the vision. They'll see exactly what IML is. Okay, I definitely recommend videos and webinars just for the sole fact that people are going to get re-exposed and they're able to watch the video over and over and over again. So I would definitely recommend imlpresentation.com. I'd recommend our Life by Design website, which is like a funnel. It gives people the videos to check out exactly what it is that we have. You want to lead them to something like that. Or the next thing that you're going to want to lead them to is honestly a presentation. Like let's say a one-on-one, in-person presentation, like a one-on-one, a home event, a convention, whatever it is, because when they're seeing an in-person presentation, it's powerful. You know, network marketing was built to the billions of dollars literally through in-person events, home events, hotel events, you know, conferences. This is the big thing. So if they go out there and see the video, your goal is to get them to also see it in person and feel the energy from the leaders, feel the energy of the entire culture. That is the key. And then even if you get them in person, the next way to expose them is also through social media. So once I have somebody see a video and then I have them go to a home event, my next goal would be to have them to take their Instagram and have them follow the top leaders like Alex Morton, Jason Brown, you know, leaders like me and some of the leaders on my team. You know, that way they could go out there and they could see that there's actual people that are living a crazy lifestyle that they're not used to, just because they're so used to living in mediocrity, which is 90% of the world, right? We're accustomed to mediocrity. So I have them follow these leaders on social media. And my goal is to get them in all different types of avenues. If they see a video, maybe sometimes they need to see a webinar of somebody else that they can relate to. If they see both the video and the webinar, maybe I need to take them to a home event or a hotel event. Or maybe I need to have them follow other leaders. My goal with the exposure, the Ps3 system, is to peak and share the information as much times as possible. The average person needs to see the information 5 to 8 times in order for them to get involved. It took me to see IML 14 times before I actually enrolled in the entire business. So make sure that you pique their interest and share the information as quickly as possible, right? If somebody forgot to follow up with me and not share the right information properly, I wouldn't be here. I would literally be miserable. So peak, share, and the final thing, if they're still not necessarily looking to get involved, or if you want them to see the information a little bit more, what I would recommend is getting them on a 3-way call. So Ps3, the last one is three-way call, right? Basically, get them on a call with somebody other than you, which is usually a ranked person, a P600 and above. The reason being is because they need to hear it from somebody other than you. Let's say when I didn't have success, I would always leverage my upline success, right? You don't need results in order to build this business. So what I would do is I would leverage my upline success, and I would have my entire group or my prospects talk to my upline. That way my upline was able to reaffirm and talk to those people, right? Usually use a P600 and above, or a P1000 and above, or a P2000 and above, depending on the person, right? So I would use the Ps3 system. Get them on a call with your mentor, right? So how I would do that is I would make sure you edified your mentor. So let's say if I were to get them on a call with somebody like Jason Brown, I'd be like, listen, man, honestly, I understand, like, you've seen the information and all that stuff. I don't know if I can, but maybe I can pull a couple strings. I can maybe get you on a call with somebody who's made multiple 7, almost 8 figures now in the industry. He's traveling across the globe, has made millions of dollars in the industry. And honestly, bro, I can maybe get you on a call with him for him to answer all your questions. Just because I think that you connecting with him would be super powerful. And what's going to happen is he's going to say, well, if I can get you on a call, will you be able to make it? He'll probably say yes. And once you do that, you get him on a call with Jason. And 90% of the time, or you get him on a call with somebody other than you, 90% of the time, they're gonna get involved, right? When you edify Jason in that aspect, Jason's gonna edify you back to reaffirm to the person that you're the right person that they should be working with. And at that moment in time, you'll be able to master this. Doing this one system will get you up to about $1,000, $2,000 a month residually. Don't worry about anything else right now. Worry about learning about this information and duplicating the information to the maximum extent, guys. So I appreciate you guys for being on this video or for watching this stuff. Please study and restudy this entire video, guys. But this is the Ps3 system in the Life by Design Fast Start Training. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.